Welcome to 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always being here with us. Now, for most of you who do not know what the show is about, the new viewers who are watching, well, this show is about real estate and mindset. And Ria, she talks about real estate, and I talk about mindsets. That between her and I, we bridge the gap to leading you with a life of success. And today I'm going to be leading the conversation. But before I do so, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the show. Thank you for always, being here with us. So my name is Alka and welcome. And
my name is Ria
to
and
our
welcome
show.
Show.
Right. So today I want to talk about the knowing doing gap. Now we're 3 months into 2024. And I want to know, what are some of your goals that you have for this year, for the rest of this year? What are you working towards in your business, in life, in your work? What are you working towards? Because oftentimes we know we should be doing something. So say, for example, you're at work and you've been given a task, what to do by your supervisor or by your boss, right? You need to do this task, you have a deadline, and you've got to submit it. So you know you need to do, but then do you do what you know needs to get done? So do you follow what I'm saying? This is where the knowing doing gap comes, because there is a gap between where we are right now in our lives. So the point, if you're at point X and you want to strive to get to point Z, well, there's a huge gap, and that huge gap takes into account your thinking, your mindset. So in this instance that I just described to you, the knowing doing gap, first of all, Bob Proctor, he talks about the knowing doing gap. And I love this because when I first began and I started, really learning about your mindset, really learning about, okay, where was I in my life? Where am I in relation to where am I striving to go? What do I need to do? What needs to happen? And he talked about this knowing doing gap that really illustrates this point perfect in your business, in your organization right now. And the knowing doing gap simply states that individuals, we are all programmed differently, and we all respond differently in how we perceive things. So if you're at point X and you want to get to point Z, there is a huge gap. And most of us, we are programmed. We're living, or we have been programmed into thinking in the way that, we would procrastinate. This is my question. This is what I asked. How many of you, when you have been given a task to do and you have a deadline, do you say, oh, well, I will just, do it tomorrow, or, an email comes or a phone call comes in and you take this and you take your phone call, you respond to the email, but who is doing the task? Who is doing that urgent task? That means you are procrastinating. And procrastination is a behavior. This is a behavioral pattern that, we see in ourselves, and we have to see. So literally, it comes down to your thinking, your mindset, which is controlled by your conscious mind. And 99% is from your subconscious, which is from your thinking, your feeling, and your actions. Actions will relate to assumptions from your behaviors. What do your behaviors say? Oh, well, I'm not going to do this task. It's too difficult. Oh, I'm not going to speak on this subject if you've been asked to do a presentation at work. Oh, it's too difficult. Oh, but I've never spoken before, but I don't think I can. There are so many excuses. And so if you are thinking in a certain way, this is how your behavior is going to illustrate that, you're lazy. It picks up. So your conscious mind relates to your body, and your body in relation, illustrates to your boss, to you, for example. If you're running a business, it relates to you that, oh, but I don't see myself as worthy. And this is where the knowing doing comes in, because it's a huge gap to where you want to go. And it's also, I'll give another analogy. It's also the analogy of, say you're at a radio station and you're listening to the AM dial, and you want to get, up notch to the FM dial, but you can't. You can only do so if your vibration is higher. And what is vibration, you might be asking? So the vibration simply is, that's your energy state that allows you, it's your energy, it's your conscious level, your consciousness that is going to take you up to that level, to the FM. But if you on the AM and you want to get to the FM, but your thinking, your mindset is not crystal clear, your mindset is cloudy, is blurry, then how is it possible to get to that FM dial? And so that's why there's a huge knowing, doing gap. And this is why this is so important. This is why I really wanted to talk about this, because I know, I've seen many people, and, they struggle because they don't know as to where they are right now. And it's very important. You need to know, where are you? Where are you on the scale of that knowing, doing? Do I know what I should be doing, or am I doing what I know? Right? So there's that correlation between knowing and doing, but then are we actually doing that? So I just want to pause on this at this moment, and I just want I want you to really soak this in, because I will be talking about this tomorrow. But I really, for now anyway, I just want to share with you that the knowing, doing, what are we doing? How do we know that we are doing what we are supposed to do? And how do we strive to reach that optimal level at the FM dial? How do we reach to the optimal level that we know, what, I am successful, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know what I know, and I'm doing what I know, and this is going to apply to all areas of your life. So I'm going to leave it right there. And I know it's quite a bit to soak in, but that's okay, because I'm going to come back. Ria, do you have anything to share?
Yes, Alka, thank you for that. Now, can you share with our viewers and listeners as to how we close the gap of the knowing, doing? Some 1, 2, or 3 pointers to decrease, to lessen the procrastination behavior of humans, right? So that we can close the gap of the knowing, doing.
Right. So yeah, that's a great question. So the only way that we can begin to close on that knowing, doing gap is you got to raise your consciousness. Number one, you got to raise your consciousness, because where you are right now, nobody wants to be at that state, at the level where they are. Every one of us as human beings, we want to always keep on striving to the next level. We want to be at that FM dial. We want to be higher, not lower, or where we are right now. So point number one, how you're going to close it once and for all is you have to change your consciousness, and your consciousness is your energy. And how you can change, so you might ask me, okay, how do I even begin to change my energy? Well, every one of us, first of all, we are energy. Is how we give off to each other. We are energy. So think about it for the second. Think about it. Wherever you are, so right now you might be listening from work, and where you are in your work right now, when you come in, and I want you to do this, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to ask you a question, Maria, but I'm going off tangent, but I just want to give an example. But say, for example, you come into work. How are you? Look around your surroundings. This is very important. Look around your surroundings. Do you acknowledge people? Are you saying hi? Or are you just an introvert and you may not say anything? You're just coming to work and you just sit at your desk, at your cubicle. Right? This is very important because this is how you're going to close the gap, or this is how you're not going to close the gap, and you will remain as to where you are. So this is a very important point, and I want to share. Okay, coming back to your question. So yes, how you can close this gap is, number one, you have to raise your consciousness, raising your energy, raising your vibration. And this is going to show you that yes, you are capable. You do know as to what you are talking about. You do know as to what you are saying, what you are thinking, how you are behaving. So all these, your thinking, feeling, your emotional state is all controlled by your subconscious. So that's the number one, Ria. I would say you have to begin to identify. You need to know as to, okay, where am I today and where am I striving? And do I actually, do I actually give off the positive vibes, the energy? Consciousness is what I'm relating to.
So it sounds like we are energy, and the more energy we bounce off, the more energy we get. So we have to have high vibration to give off high vibration to others.
Yes, exactly. Because you know what, people perceive off of each other, because we're all energy. It doesn't matter, as human beings, one to one another. It doesn't matter where or what is energy. And like money is energy. So how you want to attract more money is okay. Well, you need to see, okay, where's the frequency are you at for you to know that you are capable of achieving more money? So it's the same thing, the same principle. All the principles in this world apply equally. They're equal. So if you want more money, well, where is your vibration? Are you positive? Are you negative? If a negative, universe will not give you the money because you're miserable. And misery, universe doesn't want you to be miserable, but the misery in relation to this point is a very good point. But misery only happens because we allow it. It's not anyone else. It's not your colleagues at work that make you miserable or you have a miserable day. No, it's how we make ourselves miserable. It's how we give ourselves a miserable day. So I want you to, before anything starts to happen, you want to get abundance of money, before you can start to achieving and living the level to where you are from the AM to the FM, I want you to acknowledge yourself. Are you responsible in your behaviors, and you're not blaming, oh, but such and such did this, which is why I'm miserable? No, it does not happen that way. We are the ones who cause any kind of misery. So I really want you to really pay attention to this, because it's so important before you can even begin to really escalate your life. I want you to improve your consciousness, your thinking, your feeling every single day. Measure how you are feeling. So in response, when you meet others, you are now, you're joyful, you're happy, you're smiling. And people want to be around people who are positive, who are happy, and who are good.
Let's go to have high vibration.
Exactly, high vibrations. Let's go to church. And you know what? That is another. And to stay, I would stay positive. Listen to music. Listen to music that is really going to give you that high vibration. And I love listening to choir, because you know what? Honest to God, choir, not that I was a chorister, but I love that choir music. It is absolutely one of the best. And and I do that sometimes in the evening. If I'm just winding down, I will put that music on. Again, it's your mind. How are you cultivating your mind? It's like, you're planting seeds, but you're planting seeds in your mind for that to germinate tomorrow. So I do this to unwind. I listen to like 𝗥𝗵𝗲 music. Just find it on YouTube and you find it, but you feel good. You know, you feel like your angels are flying. You feel you are flying. And when that happens, you know you are setting yourself amazing on a high vibration.
Thank you, Olga. Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you, Ria. And guys, okay, well, we have come to the end of another amazing show. So stay tuned for more of 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show, and we will see you at the same time, same place, come tomorrow morning. And make the rest of the day the best of your day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. And your homework, I always want to challenge you, is to observe yourself, your thinking, your feeling, and your actions. What are you doing that's impeding or is going to bring you, it's going to bring you forward, is always taking you back. Okay? So stay tuned and we will see you same time tomorrow. Bye for now.